Don and I actually voted against the cuts yesterday, so we're both coming from the same side. But Don is going to give you a report back on what happened at County Hall yesterday.
Good old Don.
Good afternoon, I need to say good evening. Good afternoon to everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Don Wright. I am the other Hinckley County Councillor along with David. Although I'm not, I can't claim to 30 years or whatever of having done this. This is my 5th year as a county councillor. It's also my 11th year as a local borough councillor. And I'm also chairman of governors at Westfield Junior School, so I do know the area well and of course have much sympathy for things that concern you. All I'm going to do is just give a very brief summary. It'll be no more than 5 minutes of the County Council meeting yesterday, insofar as it concerns us today. Yesterday afternoon was the County Council's annual budget meeting, and so it wasn't confined, obviously, just to talking about Westfield. It ranged over the whole budget that the County Council has to produce each year. And if Labour or Conservative speakers present want to challenge anything I say, I'll be happy for that to happen. But I'm going to try and give purely a factual description of what happened. So as I say, the first thing is that Westfield was only one issue, and we ranged widely over other issues. But at a point during the debate on the budget, an amendment was moved by the Liberal Democrat group, by David actually, and seconded by Stuart Bray, that a number of things should be done to change the proposed county budget. And we proposed a series of 5 changes, one of which was the reinstatement of the funding at the Westfield Community Centre, along with the other community centres in the county, because there are 11 of them. So that's the only item that concerns us directly this afternoon. So there was some debate on that. I spoke on that as well in the middle, and various other people spoke on it, both for and against, of course. And then eventually that measure was put, along with all the other things within that amendment. There were 4 other things. It was put to the vote, and it was lost. So because the Conservative majority is substantial, there's a very big majority of Conservative control at the county. So that's and I suppose Westfield was referred to at other points during the meeting. It was by various people, and there was some other discussion, but that was the key event in terms of Westfield yesterday afternoon. There were 2 other things I could just say briefly. The process of changing the funding of this centre would involve, and does involve, further consultation, because service level agreements are in place between the centre and the county, and therefore there is a further consultation process available. The other thing is, of course, that we had the interesting intervention of the local MP. Because if you read the Hinckley Times last week, you will see that the Conservative local MP, David Trudenick, came out very strongly in support of keeping Westfield as it is now. And I quoted, although I'm not a Conservative, I quoted what he said in my speech yesterday afternoon, because his opinion and the opinion of the Conservative Council at County Hall are directly in opposition to one another. And that's not for me to sort out, that's for them to sort out. But that was the other point that I made, and it's a pity he's not here this afternoon. I don't know whether he's not available, but
he's not there.
But no doubt he will have other opportunities to make his views clear. I think that's it. I think I'm trying to give a fair, what I hope is a fair summary of that. If anybody wants to take it to task, I'm quite happy to do that.
let's have questions later, because we've got a lot of speakers to get through.